What's up? Y'all, my mama came today. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Oh shoot, she heavy. Put it right there, please. Okay, hold this to you. Well, I'm gonna try to hold it. Let me show it in the box. This is my mom. Let me show you what it came in. Show them what it looked like. So she in here. And she is heavy, y'all. This lady is heavy, you hear me? This mama. Close it back up. I love you, mama. We love you. You're here with us. We're going to take good care of you. Okay. Push this back at the foot. I need the bed. You got it? Hold on, girl. You got the oxygen. You trying to take me out too? Girl, I need the oxygen. Yeah, I got my mama, y'all. I want to share that with y'all tonight. I did come in here and go to sleep.
Mama, is that her whole body?
I did go in here. Put that plastic bag right there, Tasia. I need the entertainment center. I gotta take that back to Publix because it's broke. Be careful. Yeah. Well, I just want to let y'all know my mom made it today. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about this, but y'all, my sister, her name Levante Reed, she put some awful stuff on Instagram. She said I was dumb, illiterate, can't read and write. Everybody know I don't text. I use a text app that I speak into. But I got my high school diploma from Howard W. Blake, and I got my AS degree in early childhood from Hillsborough Community College. Ain't shit about me dumb, slow, illiterate. Now, she also put on social media that I had life insurance for my mom. That's why I was so eager to cremate her. My mom didn't have no insurance, y'all. She let her insurance go in March, which I didn't understand why my mom let her insurance, I think you say, collapse. Well, long story short, let me show you how the story go. In May, as you guys know, my uncle had passed away. Y'all remember that, right? If you following me and you really follow me like you do, then you remember that. I just had a funeral service for my Uncle Tony. His daughter cremated him. Her name Veronica. That's another conversation. And didn't give my auntie the ashes to put on my grandma's headstone, Veronica, which she ain't Uncle Tony's real daughter either. That's another story. She was mad because we didn't go to her repast. Now, we finna talk about Veronica. Then we'll get back to my mama. But let's talk about Veronica real quick. Veronica ass was mad because we didn't go to the repast that she had when my uncle, when she had the funeral service for my Uncle Tony. We didn't go to the repast that they had because it was pitch hot, and we had family from Savannah, Georgia, and some of the people is on medication, so they couldn't be in the sun. My cousin Veronica, she didn't get a building, like in St. Pete, but we don't know why. We not from St. Pete, we from Tampa. So instead of us going to the repath, we did have people that traveled from Tampa that took food to the repath, but we went on ahead and went back to Tampa and went to my aunt's house, which was the smart thing to do, because we had people that was older that was on medication and couldn't be in the sun. And me too, I got high blood pressure. I couldn't be out there in that sun like that and have my asthmatic children out there like that, which the kids would have played fine, but I wasn't finna sit out there with all them dang mosquitoes. So yeah. So then she got upset, blocked everybody on Facebook, blocked all my family from Georgia. And this is my cousin Veronica. So she haven't yet to give my auntie, who we call Mama P, which is Priscilla, her brother ashes to put on their mama headstone. Which, Veronica, you should do that, because Uncle Tony should be over there with my grandma, sitting on the headstone with grandma. And you wrong and you selfish for that, because we didn't go to the repath. It was hot. If you wanted people to go to the repath, Veronica, you should have got a building like I told you. That was only right. You know, we accepted you as family when Uncle Tony came and told us that you was his daughter. God bless dead. Frenchie, you got Frenchie ashes too. That's my cousin Frenchie from Savannah. Veronica, we ain't know nothing about you. All we know is Uncle Tony said this his daughter, and we just went along with it, you know. And you was wrong for how you blocked everybody and didn't give Uncle Tony ashes to Mama P so she could put it on her mama headstone. You was wrong, Veronica. Didn't nobody do nothing to you. That's something you've been wanting to do. When Uncle Tony had that surgery in December, you knew. Uncle Tony said he had gout. You said he was going to the hospital for gout. We don't understand how he had gout and then had back surgery, and then Uncle Tony was flat rated for over 10 minutes. Some people said at the hospital where you work at in St. Pete. You knew something happened in that surgery room with Uncle Tony, and you shall be accountable for that, Veronica, because you lied to us and didn't tell us everything that was going on with you, man. You knew Uncle Tony was not alive. You knew they coded Uncle Tony dead and all that. You knew all that. You had us going on from December, January, February, March, April, May, 6 months, and then had Uncle Tony body to go to Chicago when he got no family up there. He got up there for 1 week and Uncle Tony died. Uncle Tony was already dead. You knew that. You just prolonged us. And I was talking about my mama, but I ended up talking about your ragged ass, Veronica. He was wrong. But now let's talk about my mama, y'all. So yeah. Okay. Y'all remember that my uncle died, right? So when my mom heard about what happened to my Uncle Tony, which she knew Uncle Tony because they all was from West Tampa, she was like, Chris, I don't want to go through that. Just cremate me. Pull me over to see. I was like, what? I was like, Mama, we is not having this conversation. Well, my mom was the type of person, she was demanding when she wanted to say some stuff. That was in May. She talked about it. So I had told my son, I said, why she keep talking about cremate her? I said, Tony, come on, listen to this. He said, Grandma, you tripping. She said, yeah. And then she was drunk that night too, y'all, because she loved to drink her beer, smoke her cigarettes. Then June, she said it again. Then July, she said it. I said, well, Mama, we ain't talk about no funeral. Girl, I ain't finna bury you. She was like, well, I just want you to know what I want. I said, well, now make sure you tell your sister that, because I don't want to have to go through it with your sister. She said, she can't tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I want. I said, okay, mama. So when we came from Uncle Tony's funeral, my daughter Tiaja, which I literally could just choke her, she had recorded the conversation. That's why she ain't got no phone now. She can't find the 2 videos of her recording my mama saying that she wanted to be cremated, because I had recorded it. Just in case I had to go through something. I don't know why. I record everything. I think I'm about to record myself for anything I do. So listen, y'all. My oldest daughter, she don't know what she deleted the video. But guess what? Her ass ain't gonna have no phone for a long time. She ain't got no social media or nothing. So she can't find a video on her phone. Come on. I think I deleted it. Little girl, I told you, record that video. Because she kept just talking about it. Kept saying she wanted to be cremated, and I didn't understand why. So that's that. Well, Sunday, which was the 29th, she called me. No, Saturday, which was the 28th, I had found out that I tested positive for COVID. My whole house. And I was like, Mom, I'm so sick. I can't do nothing. She said, we're going to pray. So she's like, let me pray for you, baby. She prayed for me on Facebook and put prayers on my page, and put prayers on directly on my page. And then she called me that night. We prayed for 20 minutes. She said, I want you to try to get some rest. And I said, okay. So she calls me Chris. And then she be like, Chris, I just want to thank you for everything you did for me. I said, Mama, what is you talking about? She said, out of all my children, you're the only one was there for me. I said, Mama, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm your oldest child. You don't have to thank me for anything. So long story short, she said that night I slept on it. And I had told my son, because I always talk to him like 3 o'clock in the morning because we be up around that time. I said, why your grandma was thanking me for everything? He said, Mama, she just probably wanted to thank you. I said, okay. She called me Sunday morning. Girl, we're going to watch Lifetime, da-da-da-da-da-da. Then she was like, Auntie Sean cook on Sundays, and she be helping in the kitchen and whatnot. I was like, oh, okay. So she talked to me for a little bit, and I was like, Mama, my body just ain't feeling well. She said, I'm going to need you to get up and move around. You still got to be a mama. That's what she told me. And take care of your children. I said, I know, Mama, but I'm just tired. She said, get up and drink you some fluid or something. And then she said, Chris, thank you for everything. I ain't paying no mind. I said, okay, Mama, I love you. I hung up. She called me again. Oh, I had to tell you about these people. Well, she had went downtown with her white friends, and they had brought her some beer. She had cleaned the bar, and she was dancing down there with her friends. She loved to go downtown in Apalachicola. I was like, yeah, my mama, she must have turned up last night. She said, I love you. Thank you for everything. I said, okay, Mama. Hung up. She called me back again. 4 phone calls. Okay, second phone call. She's talking about stuff. The third phone call, my older brother Steven, she was talking about him. Steven had did something where he cussed out because he told her to stay out of his business with his wife, Renee. So she said, I could talk to Renee about anything. I said, you can, Mama, but Renee shouldn't be talking to you about her and Steven business, and she's still going to be with Steven. That's her husband. I said, you should just listen when they call you and say, uh-huh. She said, I know. Mind you not. We hung up with that conversation. She called me back. And then we talked. She said, I'm so thankful for my grandkids. And I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful how you brought me this. And she's like, I got my package in the mail. I was showing my friends because I always sent her clothes and shoes. Because she couldn't go buy it. And she ain't had nobody take her to go buy it. And my Aunt Sean wouldn't take her nowhere. But the whole time, my Auntie Sean got a whole brand new 2001 car in my mama's name, but wouldn't take my mama to the store. Yeah, I'm shutting that down too. Go meet your corn. I'm shutting that down. You need to be ashamed of yourself. So, she was talking to me about her dress and how everybody liked her dress I brought her. I brought her a beautiful dress from Walmart. I paid like $25 for it. It was so beautiful, y'all. And her shoes, her little shoes to slip her feet in. The little pink shoes, you know, little comfortable, different color shoes that you slide your feet in. So, long story short, we was talking about that. Then we started talking about some other stuff. And then she was telling me her chest was bothering her. I said, Mama, you should go get it checked. She was like, I ain't going back to the hospital because they had pissed off over there. I said, well, you should call your primary care. She said she's going to call on Monday. So while we in the room, we talking, my aunt kept calling her. Like, damn, Debbie, come cut the damn bell peppers and onions up. I was like, well, tell her you on the phone. She was like, Chris, I'm going to go in here and help her because I always cut up the onion and bell pepper. I was like, all right, fine. I said, well, stay on the phone with me. That was like at 5 something. Maybe 5:15. I said, well, I'm going to just go on to Popeyes, get the kids something to eat. We talked while I was sitting in the parking lot at Publix. And then after I drove out, I was saying this cough is getting worse. She said, tell me what, like what type of medication to get to try to buy. So I left out of Publix. Then we went to Popeyes because it was trying to rain. She said, I'm going to call you when I get done. I said, okay, she could have just waited till you got the phone. So, that was that. I go to Popeye's Chicken, order the food. I get upstairs. I'm coughing and coughing and coughing. When I get upstairs, I was out of breath. My couch is right there, so I sit right there. My phone rung. It was my sister Dominique. She yelling and screaming and crying. And she was like, Mama dead. I was like, I just got the phone with Mama. So I immediately just hang up on her. My heart started like racing. I called my mama's cell phone. She don't pick up. Somebody pick up and it's like, yeah, your mama right here dead. And I was like, well, what happened? I just got the phone with her. It was like, we don't know, Chris. So then I hear my aunt in the background crying. So then I called my daddy. And then I can't remember who else I called. I called my friend Brandy. But I couldn't think. So I waited. I was crying and crying. And I tried to talk to my aunt and she didn't want to talk to me. And she felt like she was too much crying. And then they put me in a group chat. Her and my aunt and my sister. With them put my mom in the hearse. And I said, take me out of this. What I said was take me out of this shit. That's what I said. Y'all know I be cussing. And I called my aunt at 11 o'clock. I said, well, we need to talk about funeral arrangement. She was like, what is it talk about? I'm going to pay to get an autopsy. Something like that. And I was like, all right. I said, but we still need to talk about funeral arrangement. Mama wanted to be cremated. And she was like, oh, she ain't finna be cremated? You ain't finna be telling me what you finna do? That's my M and F and sister. You ain't running no show, mother, blah. But I had my dad on the phone the whole time. Because I didn't know how she was coming. And I wanted to have somebody else on the phone just to try to lie. But my dad and my daddy's wife. And they were just listening to her. I was like, well, Auntie Sean, we still got to talk about funeral arrangement. She was like, oh, I'm doing all that. I said, well, I need to know what happened to my mama, where she at, who got her body. She said, what is it that you need to know? I said, what funeral home got it? She said, what is that your business for? I said, Auntie Sean, that's my mama. You don't think you finna come and run this and do this, and you ain't doing the MNF and all this other stuff? And I couldn't get out my head. I was like, my aunt is talking to me about my own mama like this? Oh, she stayed with me. I say, granted, she stayed with you, but she paid you $430 a month, plus gave you her $200 food stamp card that you kept every month. And plus you just got a stimulus check for $1,400, and you took $1,000 of that. I said, she don't owe you anything. I said, girl, we need to talk about this funeral arrangement. So she hang up and go to argue. And everybody go to calling me, yelling, screaming, cussing. I said, well, mama, this is what mama wanted. This ain't what I want. This is what she said she wanted. Then I got my sister's line talking about I fraud paper. My sister Dominique, her name Ducky. She looked like a duck. She belonged in the pond with the ducks. She was found on the side of the garbage can. I'm taking blows for blows, because they did it to me. That's not what you're supposed to do when people do stuff to you. You don't supposed to take blows for blows. But this is my story. This ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. This is my family story. This is my life that I'm sharing and opening up and giving it to you. She was putting stuff on Facebook talking about I forward all their names to be able to get my mom cremated. That's not true. They only needed one child, and whoever was the oldest, and that was me, paid the money, and that was that. And it just went to so many lies. So many people texted me on Facebook. I told them, don't. Sorry. I told them, don't inbox me if you ain't gonna put it on social media. Talking about I know how she was treated. She used to come to my house crying on her car. My mom drove like the little thing that she can get around. I said, don't inbox me nothing else, because I don't know nobody in Apalachicola. So, yeah, then my sister Vontae was inboxing all my family, which I don't understand. She couldn't even go to Apalachicola because she ain't got no car. She don't got her own place. She's staying with her dad in Ocala because my auntie Chris put her out. But none of them had no money for funeral arrangement for my mom. And then now they said I had life insurance. I was so blown to hear this. I ain't have no life insurance because I never thought about having life insurance for my mom. That's why I didn't. So I didn't understand that whole concept. But yeah, I wanted to share this long story with y'all. And this is called My Life. And everything I tell y'all be true. Family, you see the true color when somebody passed away. The money is the root of all evil. The money is the root of all evil. You hear me? When someone in their family pass away, that's when you see people that you ain't seen in I don't know how many years. And on top of that, I had aunts calling me that I don't talk to, seeing stuff going off. And I was like, what y'all calling me for? That's my mama. But let me tell you something. Money bring out the best in any family when somebody pass away. So make sure you have your affairs in order. If you got a living will, or how you want your stuff to be done if you pass away. That one got kind of hot a little bit. Make sure you have your affairs in order. And if you got children, tell them what you want and how you want things to be done. Because ain't nothing promised to us. I meant to say it's two things promised to us. Is being born and also passing away. We go ashes to dust. That's what we turn back into. Ashes to dust. That's what we turn into, ashes to dust. You hear me? So yeah. And I got my mom at the foot bed down there. And I'm going to ask the Lord to continue to watch over her as her spirit traveling to heaven. And she was a beautiful woman. She was a beautiful woman. No matter how much of drugs she was on, that was my mama. She was beautiful, y'all. I love my mama and I miss her. But we must be born and we must die. That's just two things that you can't escape in this world. We just don't know when we're going to go. So get right with yourself and your loved ones. Get your affairs in order. And make sure you leave some stuff in place. What you want and what you expect. And I want you to I want to thank y'all for, if you click on this video and listen to my story. And don't mind me with the cussing. Y'all know I cuss a lot. I'm sorry. I'm working on that. But get your affairs in order. Because this world that we living in, it's not promised to us. Everybody, you people know that. This world is not promised. It's not promised. It's just not. It's not promised. Everybody got a number. I can't tell you when your number is. Only you and God, your belief. And if you don't believe, for whoever you worship, that's between y'all. I ain't gonna pass judgment on nobody. This thing is kind of aggravating me. No, I don't pass judgment on nobody. Who am I to judge anybody? And that's another thing y'all need to start doing. Passing judgment on people and saying stuff about people if you ain't right with yourself. Get right with yourself. Get right with yourself before you go try to take somebody else down. Get right with yourself. Get your affair in order. All right, it's Queen. And I just wanted to say that we all gotta go. Ain't nothing promised, but babies being born and babies leaving out and people leaving out. So we gotta take care of ourselves, our loved ones. And if I haven't told you I love you, I love you. And we still fighting suicide prevention. Take care of yourself. Have a beautiful night. Good night.